October 3rd, 2025. Super typhoon hits Manila Airport in chaos. At Ninoy Aquino International Airport, rain battered the tarmac, winds howled, and stranded passengers clung to their phones for updates. Inside, tension simmered with every cancelled flight and delayed announcement. Above, airliners circled, unable to land, running out of options as the storm closed in. Pilots, trained for crisis, gripped their controls, but the storm's power dwarfed their expertise. In the Manila Control Tower, a small team of Filipino controllers watched the storm's fury on their radar. Unlike the chaos outside, the tower was a haven of calm. No shouting, no panic, just steady, measured voices guiding pilots through the storm. Their words were a lifeline, a thread of human connection in the violence of the typhoon. These controllers had learned that in crisis, the calmest voice is the strongest tool. Their job was more than directing traffic. It was managing fear, both in the sky and within themselves. Panic was as dangerous as the wind. Composure was their shield. In the heart of the storm, their quiet confidence became a beacon. This was Manila's way. Calm at the center of chaos. Filipino crisis communication is rooted in empathy, not just protocol. Controllers spoke to pilots as people, not call signs. "We're here with you. Let's work through this together." Their instructions were clear, but always wrapped in reassurance. They knew a pilot fighting a crosswind was also fighting fear. Maria Reyes, a controller, guided a flight from Dubai through severe turbulence. Her voice was serene. "Your wings are strong. I'll stay with you." She offered partnership, not just orders, validating the pilot's stress and providing solutions. This wasn't softness, it was strategic composure. Calm voices lower heart rates and sharpen thinking, keeping fear at bay. Filipino controllers acted as emotional anchors, managing the psychology of the cockpit from miles below. This approach was ingrained in their training and culture, passed down to every new recruit. Communication was a two-way street, even in aviation's hierarchy. True authority came from reliability and composure, not volume. Their quiet confidence was their greatest asset. On an El Al flight, Captain David Adar, trained in the Israeli Air Force, listened with skepticism. He was used to sharp, direct commands, authority unquestioned, emotion set aside. In his world, crisis meant taking charge, giving orders, and expecting instant compliance. The Filipino style felt alien, even risky. Israeli training demanded assertiveness and rapid decisions, forged in conflict. It worked in structured chaos, but struggled with unpredictable civilian crises. As David circled Manila, he contrasted his training, where instructors shouted to provoke focus, with the gentle voices from the tower. To him, it was a fascinating, unsettling experiment. David gripped his controls, listening to Maria reassure a Korean air pilot. "You're doing a great job up there." He scoffed. This wasn't kindergarten, he thought. Calm doesn't land planes, precision does. His first officer, Ben, wasn't so sure. "It seems to keep everyone calm. No one's panicking." David disagreed. In his view, crisis required adrenaline, not comfort. He recalled harsh training exercises. Tune out emotion. Focus on the mission. Maria's placid voice felt disconnected from real danger. He wondered if this approach would hold up in a true emergency. When he made his own position report, his voice was clipped and professional. Maria replied warmly, "Thank you for your patience, Captain. The weather is a challenge for all of us tonight." The personal touch was foreign to David. He didn't want patience. He wanted a runway. The contrast between his style and Maria's grew sharper with every exchange. He questioned whether empathy belonged in the cockpit. Yet, the calm on the frequency was undeniable. No panic, no chaos, just steady voices in the storm. David's skepticism deepened, but so did his curiosity. Suddenly, panic broke the calm. "Mayday, Mayday, Cebu Pacific 5J321, Engine 1 has flamed out." The frequency crackled with fear. The true test had arrived. David expected chaos, but Maria's voice remained steady. "I copy your Mayday. I am with you. Let's work the problem." She didn't react to panic. She anchored the pilot with calm, clear instructions. "Confirm you are flying on single engine." The young pilot's voice steadied. Confirmed single engine. We are losing altitude. Maria focused entirely on the distressed aircraft. Maintain best glide speed. I am clearing a path for you. My only traffic right now is you. Her composure was contagious. The pilot's responses grew sharper, his fear receding. Maria wasn't just clearing airspace, she was clearing his mind. David listened, silent, witnessing a different kind of command. No shouting, no confusion, just unwavering calm. The Manila method was proving itself in real time. Empathy and composure were saving lives. David's skepticism began to crack. He was witnessing the power of a gentle voice. As Maria guided the stricken flight, David's skepticism faded. Maria broke the crisis into small, manageable steps. Focus on your instruments. Tell me your heading. She co-piloted the pilot's mind, not just his plane. The young pilot's confidence grew. Maria's calm became his anchor. She guided him onto a stable approach, talking him through every correction. Finally, the call came. Cebu Pacific 5J321 is on the ground. Relief and professionalism filled the pilot's voice. Maria replied, "Welcome back. Emergency vehicles are on their way. You did a wonderful job." She had turned panic into precision, not with shouts, but with unwavering calm. David sat back, stunned. Everything he knew about crisis management was upended. Empathy was a tool, not a weakness. Composure was active leadership. Maria's voice had built trust and cleared a path for training to triumph over fear. The quietest voice had been the most powerful. On his flight home, David replayed the Manila transmissions in his mind. He saw the limits of his old approach, good for machines but not for people. The Manila method was about being smart, not soft. Back in Israel, David tried it himself. During turbulence, he spoke calmly to his crew. "We'll be through it soon. You're all doing fine." The tension vanished. His first officer noticed. "That was different, Captain." David smiled. "Just trying something new." Projecting calm made him calmer. Empathy built team cohesion. In the simulator, facing a hydraulic failure, he broke the problem down calmly. "Let's work the checklist, one item at a time." His thinking was clearer, his actions more strategic. He landed the simulated plane, not by overpowering chaos, but by navigating it with composure. He had found a new kind of strength. The Manila lesson was transforming his leadership. Calm was contagious. The experiment was working. Convinced, David brought his experience to Israeli Air Force Training Command. His proposal for tactical composure was met with skepticism. "We train pilots, not therapists." David didn't argue. He played the Manila recordings. The room fell silent as Maria's calm voice guided a panicked pilot to safety. "This isn't weakness," David explained. "It's using composure as a weapon against panic." Attitudes shifted. A younger commander recalled moments where calm could have prevented errors. The panel agreed to a pilot program. David led a new module, bringing in psychologists and communication experts. Simulators showed how calm voices lowered heart rates and improved performance. Pilots trained in the Manila method made fewer errors and felt more in control. The approach spread. Air traffic controllers, tank commanders, naval officers adopted it. True command came from composure, not volume. The lesson from Manila was reshaping Israel's crisis training. Calm was now a strategic tool. The Manila method was taking root. The story of Captain David and the Manila controllers is a universal lesson. In any crisis, hospital, boardroom, classroom, or home, the brain seeks calm, not aggression. The Manila method shows empathy is vital to leadership. Acknowledging stress builds trust and improves performance. Panic is contagious, but so is composure. True authority is quiet confidence, not volume. The gentle voice is self-control in action, a superpower in chaos. The greatest leaders regulate their own emotions, guiding others through the storm. In the end, the calmest voice is the most powerful tool we have. Be the calm at the center of the storm.